Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Dr.Derri, and today we're going to be talking about our November budget overview. And I'm just going to let you all know how well we did for November. Then I'll make a separate video for our December budget. So let's go ahead and get started. So you want to say hey?
No, I'm just going to say, look at our baby.
So I have some exciting things to tell you all. For the month of November. For one, we got a new addition to the family. Her name is Nala. He's fixing her coat right now. Show him Nala. This is Nala. Don't show him. Say hey, Nala.
You gotta tell him what it is.
So this is our Frenchie, Nala. You know, you should always have multiple streams of revenue, and that is one thing that we're definitely working on. You know, we both have regular jobs, and then my husband, I've also mentioned in the past that he's a breeder. He's been a breeder for what? 15, 16 years of cane corsos. And now we're going to add little Frenchies to the mix. So if you're looking for a Frenchie, you know, leave a comment down below. We'll have some of those coming up probably within a year or so. So yeah.
All right, say bye.
She really likes me. I don't want no sugar. Give your daddy some sugar. This is our tester of a child. So before we get really deep into it, I want to go ahead and talk about something that happened in November. So we did get the puppy Nala, as you saw in the clip, the previous clip. And then also in November, I was featured as a fit pharmacist by the Fit Pharmacist. So I'm going to put a link down in the description box below to the Fit Pharmacist channel. And I'm also going to link the article that was about me in the description box below. But I just think that was I was very honored when I was reached out to by Dr. Adam to feature me as a fit pharmacist, because if you've watched any of my YouTube videos or followed me through this journey, you know that I was going through pharmacy school. I had a lot of obstacles during pharmacy school. You know, I tried to compete in pharmacy school, and it was just kind of crazy and everywhere. And I even failed one of my board tests. And, you know, I just overcame a lot going through my pharmacy school journey. And actually the month of November 11th, marked my first full year as a hired pharmacist. October 24th was my first full year of being a licensed pharmacist, but it took a while for HR to transfer me from an intern to a pharmacist. So this month is my pharmacy anniversary month. So yay, I've been a pharmacist for a full year now. Like I said, I was very honored that Dr. Adam reached out to me to do an article about me. So yeah, make sure you all go check that out, and yeah, keep supporting your girl. So for the month of November, I did go back and remake my monthly budget sheets, because, you know, after going through the budget sheets in the video, I realized how much I missed on the sheet. So I did go back and remake the sheet. And I redid the budget side, the debt snowball side as well. That way we have the debt snowball listed here, and then I have a goal, and we also have how much we paid towards the debt snowball. That way we can try to keep up with how much we've actually spent on the debt snowball. So let's go ahead and get into November's budget really quickly. Oh, and if you didn't know, I'm kind of like obsessed with pens, color pens, because I love everything to be like color coordinated. And I really like the clicky pens, so I did decide to invest in me some new pens. I mean, they were like $5, but gonna be using these from now on in my videos. Yeah, I think I'm like slightly addicted to pens. So don't leave your pens around me, because I will take it, okay? All right, let's get started. Alrighty, so this is my new sheet, and this was the old sheet that I had that I was writing on. So you can kind of see a little bit of differences. I added the total expenses, and then I added the amount that we were going to pay for the debt snowball. So this is the new sheet. So I've already transferred everything over, so let's go ahead and make the changes. I'll go through and check everything because we've paid the bills. Alrighty, but let's go back through and make some of the changes. So the water bill, we had said it would be $40. It actually ended up being $43. And then the utilities, we estimated $160, but the utilities ended up being $71.27. And that's probably because we weren't running the air conditioner. We really weren't running the heater unless we just absolutely like really needed to. So some things that we did not put on the list originally was we have to pay taxes for our land, and we pay that once a year. And we didn't know that this is our first time dealing with the tax. I'm just gonna add that in pink, and that was $480.40. And then our tags for our cars, they're due in December, but we decided to go ahead and do that for November. So the total for our car tags ended up being $341.87. So those were the only major changes that we had. We had originally estimated $2,000 towards the debt snowball. So I'm just gonna put that we had estimated $2,000 towards the debt snowball. So let's go ahead and get into the debt snowball so I can kind of give you guys an update on where we're at with it. So let's flip over and do our debt snowball. So I'm gonna write out the month of November, $2019. So if you watched the last video, you know that we had my husband's small student loan that we had just remembered about. So we were actually able to pay that off this month. So being that I'm starting these new sheets, I don't know, I'm gonna just go ahead and start with all the debts that we originally had and go from there. So I'm gonna use this is my original book that I was using. So like with our original monies. So I'm gonna go ahead and use that as a starting point. So we had loan number 1. When we started this debt-free journey, it was $2,489.14. And then the one that we didn't know about was my husband's, I'm gonna put small student loan, and that one was $2,703.10. And then we had we'll do loan number 2. That one had a starting balance. It had a starting balance of $4,500. Now these are prices from September, so I'm gonna go over here and add in the notes the current numbers, but this is just giving you like an overview of what we're trying to pay off. And then my car, when we started, my car was at $8,120.69. And then my husband's main student loan, again, this is from when we started in September. It was $13,059.03. And then my student loan number 1 was at $20,131.65. Then my husband's car was actually a truck, but it was at $42.58. And then I guess I'll go ahead and add the land on here. I wasn't originally adding the land because I was counting it as like a house type of fee. So when we started, the land was at, but I'll go ahead and add the land on here just because. And then my biggest student loan, child, was at $309,841.90. This loan This one was paid off so this loan was paid off in September. So just gonna put a check by that one. So next month I won't add all of the loans in there. I'll just add what's left. This small loan, we paid this one off this month. So that loan is gone. So for this month, this loan was actually at, so I'm gonna put above it, it was actually for the month of November, it was actually at 3,302.13, but we were able to make a snowball payment of $2,000 for that on top of the $150 for that. So it went down basically what's left on this one is about, we're gonna just put about $1,200 is left on that one. So what's left on my car is $4,167.88. This student loan for him is at $12,455. I'm gonna skip my student loan right now. His car is now at $38,290. And then the land, I will have to go check that one and see what that is. But I know it's like 49 or something like that. Okay, so the land is at 49,419.71, and then I'll do that student loan back later. So basically, we paid this off, and we paid a lot towards this as well, and then my car as well. So our original goal was to have these 4 paid by January 2020. And right now I believe we are still definitely in the range for that, because this month we were able to pay, going back to this side, we were able to pay off his student loan, which was $1,242, and then we paid $2,000 towards the other loan. So we were able to pay $3,242 towards our debt snowball this month, which, let me quickly calculate how much we paid towards the debt snowball. So I'm gonna count my car from the beginning, because I got my car in May of this year, and my car was, the original loan was $12,039 plus the $6,000. So my car started out, my car was $18,039 when I first purchased it. So we're gonna this is in May. This was from May. So we're gonna count that in our debt snowball, because that was all in this year. So let's see how much we've paid so far. We have paid a total of, I'll just put this in purple. So far from May, I'm gonna put since May 2019, we have paid $22,366.37 towards our debt snowball. Now our goal is to definitely, next month we'll be able to pay off this loan number 2, and then by January we'll have my car paid off. So our next goals are to pay off, I'll just do number 3 and number 4 by January 2020. That way you can kind of see what we're planning on doing next. So basically if we pay off 3 and 4 by January 2020, that will be a total of $1,200 plus 4167.88. So basically, we need to pay $5,367.88 by January. So that will be our goal. Yeah, and which I believe is very doable. We'll go ahead and pay this off next month, and with whatever we have left, because there will be some left, we will definitely put that towards my car. And next month I plan to pay $1,500 instead of $1,000 toward my car, because technically my student loans, I'm still at a zero due amount. So instead of putting $500 on my student loans next month, and probably for January, if we don't have it already paid, I'm going to put that extra $500 towards my car note. So $1,500 in December, $1,500 in January will put us at, that'll be $3,000. So that'll be $1,000 and some change left, which we should definitely be able to have enough left over to go ahead and pay that completely off in January. So that is our goal right now. And if we meet that goal, we will be at about roughly almost $28,000 paid in debt in about 6.5 months, and roughly 6.5 months of paying about $28,000 in debt. So then we'll start working our way down the line of paying student loans. So basically you've seen our list of debts, and honestly the biggest debt that we have is basically my student loan. Unfortunately, student loans work a little differently. So even though there's 2 different student loans, you have to pay the interest up on the biggest student loan before you can pay off the smaller student loan, which kind of sucks, because the way I wanted to do it was to go ahead and pay off that first student loan, which is about $20,000, but the student loan company will not let me do that until I pay the interest off on the bigger loan, and unfortunately the interest is like $12,000. So I mean, we could go ahead and pay the $12,000 off for the interest, which we could probably do in about 3 months. That way I could go ahead and start making all the payments towards the $20,000 student loan. It's just, we'll have to see. I don't really know, because they're going to redo my income-based plan in July of next year. So I just want to make sure we're doing this in a way that'll benefit us in the long run. You know what I'm saying? So we might just end up moving both of my student loans down to the bottom of the list and move my husband's car, and we definitely gotta do the land. So like I said, my husband breeds dogs. He's been doing that for a long time. So anything we make from breeding dogs, we plan to put that towards our new or future house, our future home. So we plan to pay off the land. Hopefully with the litters he has coming up, we'll be able to pay off the land by next year, and that would just be so freaking awesome. Like I said in previous videos, I have been picking up extra shifts when I can, but our main concern right now is getting everything paid off by January, those 4 loans. And like I said, they're definitely doable. I believe we're gonna get there. Oh, whew, I feel like I just said a lot. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. We're eventually gonna get into paying these student loans off, but we're trying to get these little bitty loans knocked down first. After we meet our January goal, I will go back to paying $500 a month on my student loans, just to, I don't know, help with a little bit of interest, because it really ain't helping much. Because let me tell you, that big loan, they're interested in your girl. Just know that. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Bye.